semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Now they're running on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
To throw, it's Anderson. He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And they'll down this punt near the 45. The big fullback's got it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Wideout's now clustered. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
There you go. I love to see that fullback get involved. Take advantage of the defense, sometimes forgetting the fullback. Defenders rarely see offenses that look for the fullback out of the backfield. And here it pays off for a first down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They're standing there, gets hit again.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So ball at the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. They get there on the ground, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Swarm to the pass rush, the sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Looking to pass, it's Anderson. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Well, they touch the middle there, but get nothing. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He dumps it off to the tight end. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent line play. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly.
Touchdown, Green Wave, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Wide open downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, and now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Dogs moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Bulldogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's a carry for the fullback. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
2nd and goal for the offense. Looking for a man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Anderson. Catch is made down the middle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. They'll go hurry up here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
The shotgun handoff here. Into the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Running a quarterback sneak here.
No, I don't blame him to go with a quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Second down and goal. Snap to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. It was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Tulane. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
To throw, it's Anderson. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Caught in the backfield. It's John. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Here's the second down play. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships, and what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And they bring him down for a short loss on the scramble.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Fires it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And it's blocked. The kick was low. Oh, the big fella in the clear. Can't they chase him down?
What a job here by the special teams coach to come up with this design block on the field goal. You can see it. From the left side, they had exactly what they wanted to be. The designated guy that's coming in makes the block, and you get a heck of a turn of events.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Now that one didn't go anywhere. They're lucky he even made it back to the line of scrimmage. That one looked bad from the start.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Anderson. Caught by the receiver. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
With such tough field position, at least you get some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room. And who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Flips it with the running back, and he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
And it's Tulane on top right now, Kurt. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking to throw yet again. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Tackled, but 1st down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
A change of direction. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. 1st and 10 play coming up. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Pass is caught.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pounding away with the run game. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. A direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back feeding the ball. Oh, and it's blocked. Full of live ball here. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Handing off on the draw play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a draw to the back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again. Hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback, and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over.